What's up, world? It's your boy Iconic, back again with another video. Yes, sir, we are back in the Iconic Studios, back with something different, man. Today is Michael Jordan's birthday. Happy birthday to the GOAT, man, MJ. So I decided to switch up the swag, do something different, man, and get us subscribers and the sneakerheads around the world the top Air Jordan 1 through 14 OG colorways. Some of them I don't have, but most of them I do. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this video. It's gonna be a while, so sit back, relax, grab you something to eat, a soda, something. Before we get started with this video, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also that notification bell so you can stay in tune with the reviews, the on feats, the sneaker blog, the sneaker news, and everything else that comes with the channel. Not gonna waste any more time, y'all. Let's get into it. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 1, created in 1985 by Peter Moore. Just one of the shoes that we can't even talk about Jordan Brand and its legacy without talking about the Air Jordan 1. You know, without this, it would be nothing, you know what I mean? Because at first, if you didn't know, Jordan really wanted to sign to Adidas just to keep it a whole buck. But you know, Peter Moore ended up creating a nice shoe, a nice silhouette that grabbed Jordan's eye. Actually, I take that back. He actually said on, like, I forgot what interview, he was like, it's an ugly shoe, I agree with it. But he really wasn't really rocking with Jordan Brand. I think Nike just pulled him in with everything, but he really wanted to go to Adidas. But you know, what I have here right now in my collection is the Air Jordan 1 Bread or Band. You know, this is the most famous. That's where that whole band line came from. Even though this is not the actual shoe that was banned, it's the Airship. But we have the Air Jordan 1 Band right here. We have also the black toe that was used in a lot of commercials and ads. You do have the Chicago. I don't have the Chicago. Unfortunately, I slept back in the day and slept the cut when it was like $600, and I missed out. We have the Shadow 1, another one of the original colorways of the Air Jordan 1 model. And then you have the Royals, man. Definitely OG all day. 2016 Royals right here. I was trying to focus up. 2016 Royals right here. One of the best, to me, one of the best sneakers out of the bunch. I think a lot of people sleep on this one because the quality to me is just like that bread from 2016. But yeah, man, that's the Air Jordan 1. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 2. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 2, man. And one of the, I think this was also created by Peter Moore. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure he created this one as well. This was the first shoe that was monumental for Jordan Brand and for Nike itself because it didn't have a swoosh on it. They didn't have a swoosh on it anywhere. Look at that. As you can see, man, very, very, very dope sneaker in my opinion. But Jordan wasn't really feeling these, bro. That's what's crazy. Like, this shoe was super cold back in the day just because they kind of designed it after a luxury bag. This was actually generated mostly in Italy because they wanted that kind of like that Italy and that kind of like designer touch. So this shoe was actually ahead of its time in my opinion. But yeah, man, the Air Jordan 2, also created by Peter Moore. Like I say, this is the first time Nike allowed an athlete to get a shoe and then not have an actual swoosh on it. So this shoe was also monumental. I believe this came out in 86 or 87. Don't quote me on that as well. I'm just kind of going along. But definitely, man, the Air Jordan 2. Let's go ahead and get into that Air Jordan 3, baby. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 3 line, man. The first shoe ever designed, basketball Jordan shoe designed by Tinker Hatfield. If Tinker would have not came in and showed this design to Jordan, Jordan was about to leave, bro. So give thanks to the Air Jordan 3 for Tinker Hatfield for creating such a shoe. Let's give thanks to the stamp, bro, the Nike Air, man. You know, this screams 1988. This screams that time. This is the feel that you get when you see an Air Jordan 3. It just screams the 80s, man. It screams the 80s. And it's just dope to see that they were able to give us this shoe back, man. I remember a time before we was always worried about getting the Air Jordan 3, but we got it back, man. So boom, right here, white cements. We got the 88 dunk contest to always be memorable about. You already know Jordan did that crazy dunk from the free throw line. Black cements, just always gonna be black cements. This is one of the shoes that Jordan had wore, like the luxury and plush feel that they gave it to. And I believe the True Blues was a shoe that he wore in the All-Star game. So yeah, man, only thing I'm missing from this 3-pack is the actual Fire Red 3s, and those should be dropping in 2022, man. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 4. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 4 line. I believe these came out in 89, you know, check me. You know, fact check me, man. Fact check me, man. I try to be on top of my sneaker knowledge, man, but you have it here. Boom, the Black Cement 4, or Bread 4. That's what we call it now, but back in the day it was just the New Jays. Very, very, very monumental sneaker. I think this is the first time Spike Lee was actually in a commercial. When it came to Nike, they grabbed Spike Lee because he was a very monumental person in pop culture around that time, from his character Morris Blackman, and they end up allowing him to be in the commercials, man. And it's crazy that we got the Black Cement right here, you got the Fire Red right here, and the most monumental one to me is the white, and the most monumental one to me of the Air Jordan 4 line is the White Cement. This shoe was played in Do the Right Thing, a very monumental sneaker in the 80s, late 80s, 89. Worn by Bugging Out in the actual film. Spike Lee directed the actual film. And I just think personally, man, that this shoe right here is definitely one of those shoes that you can't even talk about Air Jordan 4s without it. The only shoe that we're currently missing without the Nike Air on the back is the Military Blue 4. Hopefully we get that next year or this year. Whenever they give it, I'm gonna cop it. So as of right now, I just have the White Cements, the Fire Reds, and the Black Cements, man. Love this model. This is my favorite model. We're not gonna take too much time on this. We're gonna get into the Air Jordan 5, okay? Let's get it. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 5 line. And let me just tell you, man, I believe this was 1990 when these actually released. I think 1990 or 91. Very, very, very dope sneaker. Very chunky sneaker. And the design was so fire because it was kind of designed after a fighter jet plane. If you know your research, or you already know Tinker made this. Tinker made mostly all the models up until I believe the 15, but he did make this model. This one right here is the Black Cement. This one right here is the Black Metallic Air Jordan 5. Very monumental with that Air Jordan 5 on the back. And again, it just screams that time frame, bro. It screams that time frame of sneakers, bro. It screams that time frame of like culture. When we just talk about Fresh Prince, we talk about, just comedians wearing sneakers. The Air Jordan 5 definitely was one of the great shoes that popped up in pop culture around that time. We also have the Fire Red 5. I am looking forward to getting the Grape 5s with the Nike Air, and also the Black Tongue 5s as well. We haven't got those yet. We did get a rendition of the Fresh Prince without the holes in it. I missed out on that. Been thinking about paying resale, but it's too high. I guess I'm gonna just kind of be patient to see if I can get them somewhere else. But yeah, man, as of right now, all I have is the Metallic 5s and the Fire Red 5s, man, which are both monumental and had to be in my collection. Looking to grab the other two, but yeah, man, the Air Jordan 5, one of those great shoes that you cannot talk about when you talk about the Air Jordan 1 through 14 line. That's it for the 5. Let's go ahead and get into the 6. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 6, man, the Air Jordan 6 line. The reason why this shoe is so monumental, right? Let me make sure this focus. The reason why this shoe is so monumental, right, is because Jordan won his first ring in the Air Jordan 6. A lot of people don't like this new rendition of the Infrared 6, but this was the actual colorway on the Infrared 6s. It wasn't always that varsity red. I know we used to the varsity pack that we got in like 2005, 2006. But no, this is how it looks. With the Nike Air on the back, you see it right here, Nike Air on the back, it was infrared. Maybe a little bit darker, but not that varsity red. But we have it here, the Infrared 6, we have the Carmine 6. Right now we are missing the Infrared 6, the white Infrared 6, and I did have the maroons. I am looking to get those back. Did sell those before because they were too small, but looking forward to getting those back. But the Air Jordan 6 is so monumental just because Jordan won his first championship ring in the Air Jordan 6, man. And that Nike Air, as we know, man, that Nike Air screams what all OG heads, all sneaker heads love, bro, and that's that nostalgia. So yeah, man, that's the Air Jordan 6. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 7. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 7. And one of my favorite models. I believe it's released in 1992, the year I was born. And obviously, man, definitely one of those crazy, amazing designs. I feel like Tinker Hatfield killed the game with the design. And I actually love the fact that they used to come with all these creative aspects of the sneakers. Let these creators and these architects and these designers get crazy with the ideas, because Tinker really went crazy with this. The Air Jordan 7 line was mimicked behind the, I believe, the Huarache, the Nike Air Huarache. You know, you can fact check me if you don't believe me, but it did come with several colorways, original colorways. I currently have the Olympic 7s right here, one of my favorites. You also have the Bordeaux colorway, which is always like, this is like probably my favorite out of all the packs, probably the Bordeaux and the Olympic. Just recently caught these. This is the Hair 7s. Hair 7s are so monumental because this was the first time like Nike had broke barriers with like Warner Brothers and with pop culture with like Bugs Bunny. So that first like Air Jordan 7 commercial had Bugs Bunny in it, and he was wearing the Air 7. So before Space Jam even came along, it was the Hair 7s, and this probably is what led on into the Space Jam movie. But also you have the Cardinals and the, what you would consider the Raptor 7s or the Charcoal 7s. Those are the original colorways. Looking forward to getting the Charcoals and the Cardinal 7s if they ever come out again. But yeah, man, right here is the Air Jordan 7. Very monumental for the tribal colorways and layouts that he put on the bottom of the sneaker and on the tongue, man. So if you see right down the tongue, you see those tribal layouts on the hairs and on the Bordeaux. That's because he used like Aztec or tribal layouts to inspire him to make this shoe. So yeah, man, shout out to Tinker Hatfield, man. He is a beast. That was the Air Jordan 7. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 8. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 8. My first favorite one is got to be the Aquas, man. Aquas have always been a fan favorite for me just because the crazy layout with the double straps. I believe either this sneaker was designed after the Air Raid or it inspired the Air Raid. Fact check me, but I definitely think this was designed, I definitely think this was designed after the Air Raid because of the cross straps, because a lot of cross trainers at that time had those straps to kind of lock in your feet. Definitely love the Air Jordan 8. A lot of people think it's too bulky and it feels like a boot, but I definitely like the Air Jordan 8, especially the Aquas, just the colors that they did, the colors that they made for the bottom, the way it pops, and this little kind of like carpet mesh right here with the different colors. This definitely went crazy right here. Another one is going to be the Playoff 8. Now, again, very monumental. I don't think I mentioned it, but the 6, the 7, and the 8, Jordan won his first championships in them joints. So never forget that. For the sneakerheads or the people that want to know, the actual 6, 7, and 8 sneaker designs were shoes that Jordan won his first 3 rings in. And this was his 3rd ring right here in the Playoff 8s. Very, very dope sneaker, man. I love the way they attacked it. Again, gave him that kind of like that street art, pop art effect, man. I love what Tinker did with it. Again, I believe, don't quote me, but I believe it was inspired after the Air Raid Sherpa right here. It was multiple original colorways of this, which would have been the Playoff 8, the Aqua 8, the Bugs Bunny 8, which is white, black, and red, and I believe that was it. Yeah, I believe that was it. That was off top in my head that I can remember, which were original colorways before they started making all these other colorways. So that was the Air Jordan 8, man. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 9. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 9 or the Space Jam 9. A lot of people want to call these the Space Jam 9s because Jordan wore these in Space Jam, but it was out before then. Have it here, more designed like an actual boot for sure on this one right here. I don't remember the exact design details on this, but I do like the fact that Tinker went all out, did the 23 on the back. He did do the globe right here. Now, this is monumental because during the time frame, Jordan had retired and actually didn't wear this shoe in the basketball games. He wore this joint in the baseball realm when he actually retired and went to play baseball for those few seasons. But definitely a dope shoe. Love the red Jumpman on the bottom. Shout out to Tinker, bro. Tinker was crazy with it. You got the Air Jordan right here. And I think this is the first, no, this is the second shoe. The 7, the 8, and the 9 was the first sneakers that didn't have a exposable air unit. So always be aware of that as well. The first one that didn't have the exposable air unit was the 7. This one also didn't have an air unit, and I believe exposable air unit. And I believe that whole after the Air Jordan 5, the whole line just changed forever after that. So this is the Air Jordan 9. He didn't wear this in any games. He wore this in his baseball games, but not any basketball games. And they designed this mostly, in my opinion, for baseball. and it just reminds me so much of a boot. But let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 10. That's it for the Air Jordan 9. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 10. One of the, again, another monumental sneaker to me. Jordan actually, did he wear these joints in the game? He didn't wear these until I believe he came back from retiring from basketball. Beforehand, they had made this while Jordan was still retired. I believe like Scottie Pippen and the other few people had got this sneaker as well. On the bottom of the shoe, dang, it's gonna focus up, y'all. On the bottom of the shoe, it has more Jordans like accolades. It says 94 and beyond, 93 MVP championship. This kind of highlights his accolades on this shoe. Wasn't too crazy at all. I know this was the first time they used like the, I always want to call it it's like the bungee lacing system. Maybe I'm saying it right. But the shoe wasn't really too crazy. It was a shoe that he did design while Jordan was retired. Again, I remember Scottie Pippen having these joints on, pointing at the camera, and was like, "Come back," because he had these Air Jordan 10s on. So Jordan never won a ring in these or anything, but it definitely was a monumental sneaker, and I'm glad I have it in the collection. That's the Air Jordan 10. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 11, y'all. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 11, man. And off top, let's just go ahead and keep it a buck, right? This is fire, right? This is fire. This is fire. This that 72 and 10 Air Jordan 11 sneaker right here, where they went 72 and 10 and went crazy. Won they I believe they fourth championship in this joint, I believe. Crazy right here. This the bread colorway, or you know, whatever you want to call it, playoff colorway, whatever. But these right here, right? This is what set it off. This colorway, that's what we call Space Jam colorway, and this Concord colorway, bro. Monumental sneakers. They meant so much to pop culture. The first time Jordan brand had tapped into what they call is patent leather. That's what the shiny stuff is around the shoe, and everybody went nuts for it. Jordan actually was not supposed to wear this shoe, but he ended up wearing it in the game. Besides rules, when they said don't wear them, the person that made Tinker, I think Tinker said, don't wear these yet, don't do it. And he ended up wearing them. But you know, Nike and Jordan brand, they always doing something to bring the hype. So man, you can't talk about Air Jordan 11s without talking about the Concord 11 and the Space Jam 11. The ones I have both have the 45 on the back, and I love that because that's more like that player exclusive vibe. Because Jordan, when he first dropped the shoe or wore the shoe on court, he had the 45 on the back. A lot of people don't like that, but I love it. They gave us basically gave us the PE version of the Air Jordan 11 that Jordan wore on his foot. So again, man, we can't talk about Air Jordan 11s without the Concord, the Space Jam, the Bread 11s, and the Columbias. I don't have the Columbias. Hopefully they drop them joints in high patent leather soon. But that is the Air Jordan 11. Monumental people wore this. Boys the Man wore this joint, I believe. Don't fact check me. And that's it, man. The Air Jordan 11, man. We talked about that. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 12. We almost there. Boom. We have it here, the Air Jordan 12, man. Very, very, very monumental sneakers as well. Air Jordan 12 playoff. These are releasing March 1st. You have the Taxi 12 right here. You have the flu games, which could be the pizza games. You know, keep that on the low. You have the flu game, Air Jordan 12, man. And we also have what else shoes, man? The cherries, and you also have other one. I can't think of the other one right now. But we have these sneakers. What's monumental about this flu game is because Jordan went crazy in the finals. I think it was game 5. Went crazy with the flu games on. The boy was sick. They brought that boy some bad pizza, and that boy played through the game with them flu-like symptoms. So this will forever be the flu game. Taxis, again, just monumental because Jordan wore these joints in the game, played in these joints. Cherries as well. Playoff 12s. Of course, it gets his name from the playoffs because Jordan played in these joints. And yeah, man, very, very monumental sneaker. What a lot of people don't know is that this shoe is designed after woman's heel. So you can see how this goes up to the side and it goes down. Side panels have that distinct layout of the sun rays from the Japanese flag as well. Very, very, very dope concept. Shout out to Tinker again for having such a creative mind. But yeah, man, that is the Air Jordan 12. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 13, baby. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 13, man. Very monumental sneaker as well. All worn in the playoffs except Flint's. but all worn in the playoff games. We have it here. The Bread 13s are black and red 13s. You have the Cherry, or white and red. We gave it that nickname, the Cherry 13s. The He Got Games, we also are missing the playoffs. That's all I'm missing from this pack. And once again, man, very monumental sneakers right here. Again, Flints, He Got Games, Breads, and you also have the Cherry 13. He Got Games got his name from the Spike Lee feature film called He Got Game that had Ray Allen and Denzel Washington in it. Very, very, very monumental sneaker right here, bro. And again, all these other ones played in the playoffs. So that's the Air Jordan 13. Very distinctiveness about this is that bubble right there in the cut. Air bubble or holographic bubble right there. And you already know what's going on, man. It's designed after Michael Jordan and his nickname of being the Black Cat. That's where you get like the paw prints and laid out of this sneaker, the Air Jordan 13. It's such a fire sneaker, man. But that's the Air Jordan 13. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 14. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 14, designed after Ferrari. I don't have the monumental sneakers, which is the white and red, the playoffs, and the last shots. Just because personally I've had them a million times. I definitely need last shots back, and they're too pricey. But we have it here, the Laney Air Jordan 14 Low. This is a low cut version, designed after Jordan's Laney high school colorway. Cool school color. So yeah, man, designed after Ferrari, because you know Jordan's into sports cars. Very, very, very fire sneaker right here. A lot of people may not like lows or might not like 14s at all, but you cannot talk about Air Jordan 14s without mentioning the Laneys or the last shots, because Jordan literally took his last shot with the Bulls in the Air Jordan 14. So yeah, man, you can't even talk about the Air Jordan 14 without mentioning that, man. The last shot, all the different colorways like the black toe, the last shot, the white and red, which we also call the cherries, the Laney colorway, the ginger 14s, all fire shoes. But never forget, man, that Jordan took his last shot with the Chicago Bulls in this model. Not this specific colorway, but this model. And you have to just pay respect to it. Again, designed after the Ferrari. Jordan is a sportsman with all like the carbon fiber, the tail lights in the back. That's what this is supposed to represent. Got that Jordan up the back. And yeah, man. And also, which is, I ain't gonna say a myth, but something cool to know, on the Air Jordan 14, if you kind of look at all of it, total it should be 14 Jordan symbols between both shoes, the left and the right. So always remember that, man, sneakerhead. So yeah, man, that's the Air Jordan 14. Now we have one last one that I believe is very important, because this was the last sneaker that Tinker designed, model design. So that was the Air Jordan 14. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 15, y'all. Boom, we have it here, the Air Jordan 15. A lot of people dislike this model, but I love this model, man. I love the fact that it's weird. I love the fact that it has all this weird distinctness to it. And I really love the fact that they were able to create this. I don't believe Jordan played in these, did he? I don't believe Jordan played in these at all. I think it was just a shoe Tinker made. He did say during the time frame of making this, he wasn't that motivated, but I believe he was very innovative with this sneaker design, especially with like the woven sides. The woven sides go super crazy. This tongue was supposed to represent Jordan when he's going down the court and about to make his play, how his tongue hangs out. So I just thought that was a very dope design. It has a sock-like input of the shoe, so when you put it on, it fits exactly like a glove. And I think 23, 6, and 15, I don't remember what those accolades are or what those mean, but I remember those being a very monumental thing as well. But it's not one of the most popular shoes, but in my opinion, I love the OG colorway, and I love some of the Flint colorways and the white and Carolina blue, the white and red. Like, this shoe was dope, especially the lows. The lows were super dope in the Air Jordan 15 line, but a lot of people don't care for it too much, man. But yeah, man, that was Air Jordans 1 through 15. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the video, man. I thought it would be very dope to bring something to y'all on Michael Jordan's birthday. Shout out to the GOAT again, man. Happy birthday. Video super long, I know, but You got the knowledge now, man. Air Jordan 1 through 15. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the video. Let me know what y'all think about the sneakers. Let me know what's your favorite model. Let me know if you have all 15 shoes as far as models. Let me know what's your favorite colorway and favorite model. And just let me know again what you thought about the video and the sneakers that I have in my collection to be able to provide y'all with this content. I thank y'all for watching, man. I know it's a long video, but I appreciate y'all. Before y'all go, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also that notification bell so you can stay in tune with the reviews, the on feast, the sneaker vlog, the sneaker news, and everything else that comes with the channel. Thank y'all for watching, man. The future belongs to those who prepare today. Till tomorrow, y'all. Peace.